Hello, my magical friends. It is TLC, Tuesday Live Chat. All the kids are with me today in the room. And they need to be quiet if they want to stay in the room. Please, what would it take? Yes, Tuesday Live Chat. So welcome, my magical friends. Today, the curious things about teeth. And we're just going to take a look. This is kind of one of those, if you happen to remember, Arsenio Hall had a late night TV show. I remember watching this when I was younger. I don't know if I actually enjoyed it or not, but he would go, things that make you go, And so I have quite a few of those things concerning teeth, doggy dentals, and just stuff I've been looking at. So welcome to this installment, there we go, this episode of Tuesday Live Chat with myself. If you don't know who I am, Crosby has an itch. You can't itch, it's not allowed. It makes loud noises with your tags. Hello, Miss Keisha. Welcome. Anyway, who am I? I'm Dr. Andy. I'm a certified, why, thank you. Oh yeah, I got my hair done. For those of you that have been with me for all these months, it's about every 6 weeks. The hair looks a little better and a little different. So anyway, had that this afternoon. So much fun. Love getting my hair done. Yes, Dr. Andy here. Certified animal chiropractor, doctor of chiropractic. I play with dogs and have been doing that. This is going into my 18th year. And in my very unique perspective, I have gotten to observe the veterinary community here in the Denver metro area in Colorado where I practice. And when I started 18 years ago, dentals looked very different than they look now. When I started, dogs went under, got their teeth cleaned, maybe some extractions. I'm going to bring in the price point a little bit because it kind of lends itself to what I'm looking at. And that was, $300-400. Not a lot of veterinarians were taking x-rays. And those are the only way you can see under the gum line. You can't see a lot. Even if you're knocking out the dog, you can work with the dentation above the gum line. You really don't have an idea what's going on below the gum line. It's a bit of a mystery unless you take x-rays. And then they usually do x-rays and then go right into the dental. Then the dog's just knocked out for the one time. So they weren't doing that a whole bunch. You kind of had to find a vet that routinely took x-rays. It was mostly gone off of what it looked like on the outside. Okay, cool. And just as I'm getting going with my practice and meeting practitioners and meeting veterinarians, anesthesia-free teeth cleaning came on the scene here in the area. And that, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. That'll fix all the problems with having to put your dog under, right? Notice there were no questions in that. And that's actually not true. Anesthesia-free dentals, they're fine. Again, they're just going to work with the dentation they can see. Might pick up on loose teeth, depending on how cooperative your dog is. Might pick up, we do have this probably infected over here, and they'll send you on to your veterinarian for an anesthesia cleaning. 1 second. Everybody out. Go. How's it get even better than that? Okay, folks. And then, so, I know, we love those guys. Just being them. Probably Amazon's at the door, delivering a package. I'm not sure what Molly was alerting everyone to, but sometimes she does that for fun too. And so, anesthesia free, awesome. You have someone looking in there. Maybe you do that every 6 months, and maybe it's every year, but it does not prevent an anesthesia cleaning with your veterinarian. Just doesn't. You cannot see below the gums. So that's a piece of information people still don't have. A lot more do now. Like more choose to do that. Plus, Amber's like, they just had a point of view. You know, of course. And so I don't really choose to do that. I did do that with some past dogs. For my animals personally, it was very stressful. And actually for the standard poodle Jax, that was unusual because very few things actually stressed him out. And so not my choice. Worked great for some people and some of their dogs. So now we're looking at, okay, anesthesia. Great. More and more vets, as the years kind of go by, more and more vets are doing x-rays. Now it's actually more difficult to find a vet that won't do x-rays. Most of them do that. They want to see what's going on under the gum line. They want to extract teeth. Awesome. Now our price point kind of went up to the $600 range, and then it was like $800 range. And now for a dental that many places recommend maybe yearly or every other year, you're looking at $600 to $1,200. And then you're sent home with your chews, you're sent home with instructions to brush teeth. I know so many owners that are brushing teeth. I don't brush my dog's teeth. I'm going to admit it right here on live forever. I don't brush them. You know, bad pet owner, right? I'm going to judge myself. But there are days when I barely get my teeth brushed. And I have some owners that, oh, it helps so much. And then I have owners that are so religious about it, and they're still going in yearly for dentals. And it makes me go, Some dogs actually don't mind getting their teeth brushed. Hey, maybe it's a bonding experience. Hey, they enjoy the taste of the toothpaste. Wonderful. You know, you get it done with ease and joy, and your dog's teeth and breath are better for it. Awesome. Not saying don't brush your dog's teeth by any means, but we tend to beat ourselves up if we don't brush our dog's teeth. But if all these people have their special enzyme toothpaste and their enzymatic chews, which I believe are still rawhide, and I don't know what that chemical is, so I also don't use those. My choice. And they're brushing in there, and they're trying to hold their dog down, and they're trying to get stuff done in there. The stress of that. But I do see people that are doing it religiously and still doing dentals every year. So what is that about? Now, fast forward, 2021, last year or two, we have dental specialists. They've been around longer, but now they've kind of mainstreamed with all the other specialists we have in veterinary medicine. We have cardiologists. And just recently a client's like, yeah, I was talking to my vet, and you know, it's just time that you go see a cardiologist. Well, that's different in the last 18 years. You only ended up at the cardiologist if you were having problems. Now it's just time in your dog's life or your cat's life that you see a cardiologist. Okay, interesting. It's just those things that make you go, So now dental specialists. Now there's root canals. And they've been around for a little bit, but now they're much more common. They're much more well known that it's an option to do a root canal on your dog. Okay. Actually, you should look up root canals for people. And if you tend to go to the holistic side of things, you may choose not to do a root canal. It's actually not ideal for your body, and you may be better off pulling your tooth. Personal choice, look it up. So yes. What? Root canals for animals. Yeah, they're doing root canals. I have not found this yet. And I've been looking on and off as, you know, the energy goes. But if you look up for people, every tooth in your mouth correlates to an organ system in your body. So if you're going in there and putting implants, and you're going in there and digging out roots, and you're going in there and maybe not eliminating an infection all the way or causing an infection with what you're doing, you can also compromise organ systems in your body. So, wouldn't that be the same in our animals? Wouldn't all of their teeth correlate to body systems? when I was having sciatica, it actually correlates to one of these teeth up here, and that tooth would hurt when my sciatica was really bad. Huh? Say what? Really? The sciatica resolved. That tooth doesn't bother me anymore. So just, again, like I said, curious things about teeth. Things that make you go, So, where do we go from this? Oh, dental specialists. Now you're spending $1,500 to $3,000. They have a dedicated anesthesiologist there with them for the procedure. And their point of view that has been related to me by many, many clients is, we need to save these teeth. My question is, do we? What actually creates more ease for the animal? Saving these teeth, or saving these teeth until next year when a few more of them come out anyway, and then they're having anesthesia on a yearly basis, you're having your pocketbook hit on a yearly basis. What if we just pulled a couple more teeth this year and you maybe didn't have to do another dental because they're really senior, or that dental you didn't have to go back for 2 years, or whatever the scenario is. But that point of view is, we're going to do everything we possibly can do to save every tooth in their head no matter what. And that's the energy behind that. And is that true for you and your animals? Is that true in this case? Like, let's start taking a look at it. Or do we pull a tooth? Depends on what tooth, right? Depends on what age the animal is. Depends on what other disease processes are going on. Your kitties and some small dogs do this resorptive teeth stuff, and all those teeth are going to fall out anyway. So how many dentals do we do to save the teeth when they're all going to come out at some point anyway? Just stuff to make you go, that's it. Just questions out into the world. Just something for you to look at. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at getting Molly Brown a dental. We did a dental last year. So I'm looking at this. I actually asked her, would you like a dental now or later? And it was now. Okay. So I need to look at getting on that. So it's not like I don't do dentals. Dentals are bad or wrong. But it's interesting, right? We're going to touch on an old wives' tale here, right? My dog needs to eat kibble so it'll clean their teeth. It's an old wives' tale. I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's a big, fat, ugly lie. And if you've heard it from your veterinarian, they are incorrect on that point. Not wishy-washy on that at all. We have amylase. It's an enzyme that breaks down carbohydrates. We have amylase in our mouth. Like, you ever put a spoonful of yogurt and hold it in your mouth? It kind of gets watery and starts to digest. That's because amylase is working on the sugars and the carbohydrates in the yogurt. Same thing for like mashed potatoes. You do that in a dog's mouth, it's not going to start digesting. So when you are feeding kibble, even though it's crunchy, right? It is 30, 40, 50, 60% carbohydrates. They have no amylase in their mouth. There is no digestion starting in their mouth for the kibble. So if your dog happens to chew and they get kibble stuck on their teeth, it will stay there and rot the teeth. Second point to this is, dogs are not meant to chew. Their teeth are meant to rip and swallow. Rip and swallow. They're not actually supposed to start the digestion process in their mouth. That is not how they are designed. We are designed very differently. And we tend to put our stuff on our animals. So constantly, clients are like, oh, how do I get my dog to chew? You don't. They're not meant to chew. My dogs eat raw. They eat mush every single day. They get bones to chew on, size appropriate, and that is what cleans their teeth. You looked at my five-year-old Doberman's teeth. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. That is from the bones and his food. He doesn't have kibble stuck to his teeth, rotting his teeth out, because they're not designed to be able to get that off their teeth and digest it. They're actually carnivores. They're not designed to eat that much carbohydrate that is in their kibble. Okay, so you do not need kibble to clean their teeth. You need bully sticks. You need fresh raw bones to chew on. You want to get into, oh, do they get beef bones that they can crack a tooth on? Yeah, that's a conversation. You give them a hard bone, a soup bone with some beef, and they chew on it. The possibility is they may crack a tooth because that bone is so hard. I still give them to my animals on occasion. Mine don't do well with plush toys. They don't have a lot of, we don't have a lot of toys around the house. We can't. Either squeakers and stuffing get eaten, or there's dog fights. We have really low value toys around here. It's actually really quite boring. And that's by their choice and their design. And so I do bones, but I've also raw fed, and they've done bones their entire lives. I still run the risk of cracking a tooth. But it gives them something to do. Chewing gives them, they enjoy that. And so we do that. And I know the risks of that. So when you give a dog that hard of a tooth, hard of a bone to chew on, that is a possibility. Be aware of it. And, do my dogs, being raw fed their entire lives, have stronger teeth? Do they have stronger teeth because they've always had these bones to chew on their entire lives? Right? Possibilities. So kibble, don't need it to clean teeth. So they can eat mush. It's the bones that do it. Okay? Now, 18 years. How much has our food chain changed in 18 years? How much more is our soil depleted? How much less nutritionally dense, or less nutrition in general, in our kibble? So what if, no matter how much teeth brushing we do, we're not going to overcome the poor nutrition that most of our dogs are getting? And it's declining. All of our nutrition is declining. It just is. The soil's declining. There's so many pesticides that have been sprayed that, how can anything be truly organic? I mean, they're going to do their damn best, but all of that blows around the planet, right? And spreads. I think I even heard that corn, all of it's GMO to some extent, even if they are claiming that it's non-GMO. It's just how corn fertilizes itself and blows around, right? So how much good, I don't know if that's proper English, but how much good is all of this brushing doing if you're not providing the nutrition that your dog requires, that your dog's teeth require, that your dog's bones require? It is actually one of the supplements I am very, 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 very good about giving my animals, because I do like to rotate a lot of my supplements. They don't always get the same stuff. But one of my favorite products is Standard Process. And they have a supplement called Biodent. And it's for bone strength. It's good for teeth and bones, and to keep their strength. And they get that. I'm going to supplement that. Because this teeth thing is a big deal. The nutrition for this teeth is a big deal. Teeth health is intimately linked with heart health. And bacteria and infection from the mouth can go straight to the heart, people and animals. How much more cardiac issues do we have in our animals now? Is that linked to the poor dentation, the poor nutrition for our teeth, and vice versa? Are both things linked to poor nutrition? My point of view, kibble's a poor nutritional option. It's quick and it's easy, but it's a poor nutritional option. And if you choose to do that, you may spend more on dentals. You may spend more on teeth stuff. You may run a higher risk of teeth cracking and all of that. I don't know. This is my theory. These are the questions that I'm looking at when I see clients religiously brushing teeth and still going in for dentals and still losing teeth. And with the dental specialist, and right, time and a place for everything. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Like, if that's what's required, that's what's required. Ask your animal. We talk about these tools. Use them here too, right? They have all this fancy stuff to do. Is it always required? You know, just because they can do a root canal doesn't mean they have to or need to. You know, are you willing to make a choice to pull the tooth instead of a root canal? Are you willing to be different and not follow the advice and still contribute to your animal or take care of them? Questions, my magical friends, questions. And I hope some of this just kind of gets you to go, like I said, I wonder what else is possible here. Yeah, this may be the impetus that gets you over to that website to check out raw feeding. It gets you over here into your neighborhood dog food store to ask some more questions about going raw. It gets you to add some chicken or some salmon or something on top of that kibble on a regular basis so they get more nutrition. Okay, so another reason to look at it. Another reason to go, because it's mind-boggling to me how much more dental stuff is going on. And you know, yeah, okay, Dr. Andy, but they've been looking at this and there's more research and we do know more, so we can do more. Absolutely. And yet, how much does all this other stuff factor into, I'm going to say it, the money-making world of veterinary medicine? Because really, if you're doing a dental every year and you're feeding a kibble you buy at the vet's office, why would they tell you to do anything different? Another just, Okay, any questions out there? Any questions out there? Oh, okay, I'm going to admit this. Completely different topic. I'm going to admit this. I get a little caught up on TikTok every once in a while, and I haven't actually posted a completely different topic. I'm going to lighten up the mood. Everyone got really serious. But if you are watching this at a later time, please add some questions, some comments. Facebook lets me know. Myself or Keisha will respond, and we'll see if we can contribute to you at all. But TikTok, back to TikTok. I'm going to admit this, okay? This is terrible, but I get caught on TikTok every once in a while. And I don't know how to post on TikTok. I just figured out how to see like part 2 on TikTok yesterday. But I love this one thing that's called bag dog shit. And I think what it says when it comes up is, hang on, I'm busy doing bad dog shit. And it just makes me laugh. So see how good Amber loves TikTok. So I might figure out how to post on it one of these days, no promises, but bad dog shit. And I want you guys you can add it in the comments if you want, but just go to that moment with your animals when they did bad dog shit or bad cat shit. Like, just being rotten and let it make you giggle. Okay? That's it. Bad dog shit. So I just wanted to throw that out there and kind of lighten up the mood because everyone got really serious about teeth and heart health, and it wasn't meant to be that. It was meant to, and yeah, I guess it's a little serious and a different way of looking at something. So it's a different energy, right? So remember your bad dog shit from whatever animal that we used to do bad dog shit. I think we all had that one that was always up to something, right? take a look at some of the stuff I brought up. See what works, what is light, what works for you and your dog. Just keep it in mind the next time you're having a dental conversation with your veterinarian. Just keep it in mind. And like I said, I got to set up a dental. So, you know, I'm not saying don't do it, but it's just a very, very interesting to watch this over the 18 years on what has changed, how expensive and how often it's recommended for dentals. And I think it comes back down to diet. And that, my dear friends, you are in charge of. Amber says, all the time I took Aggie and Tia. I look at Aggie. Let me tell you, there is always bad animal shit all the time at her house. Yes, that's partly why we have them. They make, well, partly, yeah, mostly because they make us laugh every single day. All right, my dear magical friends, there's another TLC episode in the books. I will be back next Tuesday. We'll talk about something else, something more fun, less fun, who knows. But if there is something you want me to touch on, there is a topic you'd like to look at, put them in the comments below, and we'll get that and we'll put it on the docket, or see if we can put it on the docket. Oh, folks, I will get you the link. Keisha, there's a new article. Oh, the new website. See, that's why Keisha's here, to keep me on track. We have a new website, and it's amazing. It's a lot more clear. It's light. It's fun. It's incorporating what I do chiropractically with the animals. It's incorporating all the frequencies. It's incorporating all the lives and the podcasts. Dr. Andy's World Positive Podcast. It's all there. It's drandysworld.com. And we're hoping it's much easier to figure out what I'm up to. I actually just had a client in, and she was talking about maybe becoming an animal chiropractor. Not an animal chiropractor, animal communicator. And I was like, oh, and this, and this. And she looks at me, she goes, how many things do you do? I'm like, lots of things. It's not really clear what I do, huh? She's like, no. So that was a fun conversation. So we're working on our clarity. We're always working on how much fun can you have with your animal. Always looking at things differently, asking questions, reminding you to ask questions, reminding you to ask your animal, follow the energy, what's light, what's going to work for everybody involved. So yes, check out the website. But okay, back to the new article. Love Dogs Naturally magazine. One of my go-to references. They had a brand new article I found for somebody on heartworm. And this veterinarian, I believe it was a veterinarian that wrote the article on why they don't use heartworm preventative, and a whole bunch of reasons why, and how to test for it, and how to use the supplements to support your animal. It came out November 2020, so I guess I hadn't Googled heartworm over there since then. So wonderful article. I will pop, I don't know how we want to do this, Keisha, maybe in the follow-up email. I'll get you the link. Not teeth, but you know, we're coming into spring, we're coming into bugs, we're coming into how we handle heartworm. And this was a fabulous article. So it'll be in the email. So if you're catching me now or in the future and you're not on that email list, I guess you'll have to go over to Dr. Andy's World. A little pop-up will come up. You get a free gift and you give us your email, and then you're on the list. And those emails go out on over the weekend. So, and I guess you could ask for the link here, because those emails only go out one. I don't know. We'll work it out. Or head over to Dogs Naturally magazine. It's November 2020. All about heartworm. Yes, my magical friends, I am out of here. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. And until then, how much fun can you have with your animals? Mwah! Bye-bye.